Pencils down. That's it.
Down.
You know,
down.
we're lifting the veil a smidgen.
A little bit?
I think a little bit because we're letting you in on what we talk about pre-show.
Yeah.
Pre-show, it's
well, we were going down the long laundry list of
butt stuff,
of how they're going to get this.
Let's just peel back all the way.
Just go.
It started.
Show them everything.
It started Astros Angels talk.
Yeah.
Then it turned into American League West talk.
Right. And then we did a hard right.
Hard right to cancer butt stuff.
To your ass cancer.
My ass. Then it turned into everyone who Andrea's boinked on my watch.
Into the Harlem Globetrotters.
Meadowlark Lemon specifically. Why is he not known as the greatest shooter in basketball history?
I mean, right there was a ramble right there before
that
we
was an
rambled.
entire ramble. You and I'm sorry, but we should have told you. Y'all missed it. It's not. I'm sorry. I blame Cody. It's Cody's fault. I don't know why, but
I deserve that.
It's on Cody. Cody, how you feeling, buddy? Cody is feeling the effects of that double fight.
Oh, how'd the second one go?
So it was completely fine most of yesterday, and then at like 10 o'clock at night, my arm started to get really sore, and I started to feel very sluggish.
Ugh.
And then in the middle of the night, I woke up like in a sweat. Everything hurt.
Oh yeah.
And then I woke up again at like when my alarm went off, and I felt like I had the flu basically.
Oh, no fever.
But no fever. But like my entire body ached, and
Jesus Christ.
And my arm hurt really bad. And so
sorry.
I popped an Advil and then went back to sleep for a few hours.
Help?
Yeah, and then I felt mostly okay. I'm still pretty tired. And a little sluggish, but the worst of it, I think, is probably behind me.
I don't know, man. I'm with the white evangelicals on this one. I'm out after hearing what Cody had to go through.
Just pray it away. Pray COVID away.
I'm just gonna pray this.
Well, away. After my first one, I didn't feel anything. My arm was a little sore next day, like a flu
I didn't feel
shot.
anything. Knock on wood. Yeah.
But then, like 2 or 3 days later, I started getting like the lymph node under the armpit where I got the shot.
Yeah.
Started swelling.
Weird.
Like you could feel it. It was very tender.
Pfizer or Moderna?
Moderna. I couldn't lay on my left side where I got and it wasn't because my arm was hurting. It was hurt under my armpit from the pressure. Yeah. Because the lymph node was swollen. It's gone away now, but for like 2 days, I had a swollen lymph node under my armpit.
That's fucking weird. I got the Pfizer, and it was fine. Knock on wood, I had no issues with the first one. I'm now I got my second one tomorrow. Well, when you hear this, as you're listening to this ramble, I'll be getting injected. Cody, the cat's in the bag, baby. It should be there. So
Pfizer's not supposed to be as rough on the second go around as the Moderna. Moderna's supposed to be the rough one on the second go around.
I heard Moderna's a real bad one.
Yeah.
I heard like the shit Cody experiences like an all day shit with the Moderna.
This was like 8 to 10 hours maybe.
Ooh, so that is rough.
Yeah, man, I'm getting mine on the 23rd. Second.
Aiku gooey. I'm getting my second Pfizer tomorrow. Oh man, little nervous.
Right. Then you're just going to go around, like, spitting in people's mouths, right?
Licking motherfuckers. Getting coughed on, cough here. I finally, Andre and I can go back to that club we like to go to where we get peed on and stuff. Like,
that'll be fun. That'll be a great. Well, she's not vaxxed yet, though.
No, she doesn't care.
Oh, she doesn't care.
She doesn't care.
That's right. She thinks it's a hoax.
Here's my question is that I don't think coronavirus spreads through pee, so why did you stop doing it in the first place?
Well, I got nervous, Cody. I got very nervous.
Just wear a mask.
But they have found it. They have found it in fecal matter.
It has. And boy, and let me tell you, Cody, a couple of those.
And Andrea loves a good hot Carl on the chest.
Does she ever? Does she ever?
All right. Well, you got to be safe then.
Andrea, if only you could hear the things we're saying about you right now. Like, I really wish you could hear. I mean, this literally the first 3 minutes are all about you.
It's a love letter to Andrea.
It's a love letter to you. Can you even hear me now? Okay, so shit, here it is. It was a love letter. I thought Eddie wrote the most poetic parts of it. So we talked about how because now I'm going to be fully vaccinated. After tomorrow, we can go back to our little goth pee club that we like to go to. And Cody was like, well, you don't have to worry about pee. But Eddie was like, yeah, but fecal matter. And I also said, you're an anti-vaxxer who thinks it's up. And then Eddie also reminded us that you like the occasional poop on the chest every now and then.
The old hot Carl.
The old hot Carl, if you must. Wow, I just got the dirtiest of dirty looks. I just got the.
Oh, really? That's so weird.
Wow,
weird.
I thought you'd start getting sex right now.
I thought she'd be into it. She'd be into it. I hoped she'd be into it. I fucked up.
Misread the room on that.
Boy, did I ever. Let's go to the American Dream, Dustin Jacobs. He says, fuck cancer. When I started saying fuck cancer. My thoughts are with you, Jerry. Having stupid emails to send to this show on a weekly basis kept me productive during this shitty year, which culminated with John Candy winning a shitty tournament. God bless you, man. And I'm an atheist. Hey, the American Dream, Dustin Jacobs, I thank you very much, bro. That's very kind of you, bro. I appreciate that. That's very sweet. Thank you so much, man. And he also says he saw a film everyone needs to see called L.A. Wars. It's a bad direct-to-video film from 93 that plays like a Grand Theft Auto video game meets a Jean-Claude Van Damme spoof. It's fucking amazing. L.A. Wars. Cody, have you heard of this?
No, but I do love the notion of saying everyone has to see this terrible movie. Like, it sounds
don't you and your critic buddies get together and go, man, you got to see this piece of shit? That never happens?
There is a certain kind of bad movie that is fun bad that I can tolerate.
It sounds like this is what L.A. Wars is.
It could be.
Sounds like this is what L.A. Wars is. Sounds like the American Dream is steering us in the right direction.
It's Cobra without taking itself so seriously. Right?
Which Cobra again, but did Cobra did it? Did it though? Because like Eddie and I said, you could throw anything in Cobra and you go like again if Ralph if that dog from the Muppets was the bartender when he goes to the bar with you're okay.
You don't bat an eye.
No, if Cthulhu comes out and fights Stallone at the end. Yep, I'm here. I mean, that's how great Cobra is to me. Cody, is Cobra a bad movie you would tell your buddies to watch for a goof?
No.
Or is it so bad?
Like if Cobra went outside, got into the cartoon car from Roger Rabbit and drove off, you wouldn't think twice about what's going on.
No, he just Stallone hops into an animated car.
You wouldn't think twice about what you just saw. You'd be like, of course. Yeah. Of course.
Bugs Bunny has a cameo.
Of course he does.
Stallone are parachuting. If Cobra for 20 minutes is Space Jam, you're fine with it. If he just plays basketball with the Looney Tunes against a bunch of... You don't.
If he breaks into a 5-minute tap routine in the middle of the movie, you don't.
It's him and Gregory Hines just start tap dancing.
You're fine with that. Completely fine with it.
Oh, yeah. You can't do it, can you, pig? And then the guy just starts breakdancing, and then Stallone starts, okay, fine, they have like a break fest.
Yeah, they do a break dance.
You know, do you think, okay, let's ask Cody this, because he missed out on this. And I would assume it has devastated him. But Cody missed out on the breakdancing phase of pop culture.
So you missed out on parachute pants.
You missed out on parachute pants. You missed out on. Do you miss
shirts with 18 zippers on them?
Yes. Do you look back at any of these clips and go, "God damn, if only, if only."
Yeah, I mean, I was watching that when we were doing the Mr. T thing, and we watched that clip of them, breakdancing segment. And I was like, I could have been one of those kids, you know.
Yes.
I could have been.
I mean, just going around wearing gloves with no fingers for no reason.
For no reason.
Just you weren't driving. You're not driving.
Lifting dumbbells. You're not
lifting. You're not lifting. You're not on a motorcycle. You went to the grocery store and you had to put on your gloves with no fingers.
But if I'm not mistaken, didn't the Breakin' film, like, wasn't that how disputes were settled, Eddie, in the movie Breakin'?
Yeah. The finale was a big breakdance fight.
Like, that's it. You know, there's no violence.
Right. No.
It's just whoever breakdanced better, okay, you won.
Yeah.
Isn't that a better world?
And they brought in a ballerina who was their ringer.
Right. That's
because that's the natural progression for ballerinas is breakdancing.
Breakdancing.
They're natural breakdancers.
Olympic sport or whatever to breakdancing. They and let's not even get into this could be a top 5 future top 5 greatest names for a sequel. How is it not Breakin' 2 Electric Boogaloo? How is that not?
When what's his face? When Turbo climbs the wall, he breakdances up the wall,
up a wall. The electric.
And you don't bat an eye when it happens.
Does Cody need? Do we need to show the Breaking movies as part of
Maybe.
Good Will Hunting?
Oh,
Maybe. Beat Street.
I got an idea. I got an idea for a Good Willow Hunting to a foursome, if you must.
Okay.
Breakin', Revenge of the Nerds.
Ooh.
Breakin' 2, Revenge of the Nerds 2.
Okay.
Eddie, how over are you? This is over.
I'm
for you,
in.
right?
I'm in.
You're in. Cody, excited?
No.
Should be.
You should be.
Should be.
If you knew what was up, you should be.
You
Holy
beat all
shit!
aboard.
10 minutes and 30 seconds. Let's rock this motherfucker. Bam! What an intro. Bam! The Ramble's back. Ugh. Sing along at home if you know the words, everybody. Here we go.
They do.
Right.
They do.
They do. Can you remember my name as I flow through your life? 1,000 oceans I have flown. Oh, and cold spirits of ice. All my life, I am the echo of your past. I am returning, the echo of a point in time, and distant faces shine. Let's get to the chorus. If you hear me talking on the wind, you've got to understand we must remain perfect strangers. Dun-dun-dun, 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 dun-dun-dun. I mean, right, Eddie? You know what I'm talking about.
A lot of people don't know this was written for the sitcom Perfect
For the
Strangers.
sick, why didn't they have that as a theme? Look, the
It didn't
Perfect
test
Strangers
well.
theme is great. That standing tall, that's a jam. But if
Right.
they open that show with Balky leaving Mepos and
Yes.
Cousin Larry leaving for Chicago,
Yep.
and you just hear that organ, the let me tell you, Cody, you're a big fan of big theatric moments in a concert, right? Being a fan of Ghost, you get it. You get, dude. When I saw Deep Purple, holy shit, the pop! When John Lord, their keyboardist, was ill, so he couldn't make that run that leg of the tour. I got to
Right.
see him eventually with John Lord, and it was awesome.
Right.
But they had Don Airey, Ozzy's old keyboardist, fill in. And this dude, when it comes time for the organ solo, he's playing everything. He's just doing everything on the organ. He does a Star Wars theme. That gets a huge pop. He's doing the organ solo. And then he just ends it. He's like... He goes right into Perfect Strangers. Eddie, can you imagine you already feel pop in your head right now.
Roof goes off the cliff.
And then, remember that music video where it had like everybody from the 70s was in that music video? Like, remember that? Like because Cody, in 84, I think, is when that album came out. And that's when Richie Blackmore, he quit Rainbow to come back to Deep Purple for one more ride. And then they do Perfect Strangers, and that video had like Gilmore's in it. Like everybody's in that fucking music video for Perfect Strangers. It's a fucking great video, great song. What better way to kick off? Ramble. You ready for this, guys? 279. How about that? 279.
Oh, my Nationals just beat the Braves.
Hey, look
Fuck
at
off,
that.
Braves.
Fuck
We gave you
off, sorry,
COVID
that's
and we
Braves.
beat you.
Fuck you, motherfuckers. Fucking Braves being crybabies about that fucking, about moving the All-Star game. That's what you fucking get, baby. That's what fucking happens, homie. All right. Cody, do you have it, what I sent? Can we go ahead?
I do. Let's go. Let me see if I can go ahead and
All right,
play
so
it
this
here.
is, I forgot who requested this. I apologize. There we go. Is that it?
No.
Here we go. This is what Cody has never gotten to hear. And, of course, due to time constraints, we don't do the shout-outs anymore. We're going to find a way to bring those back. But this is what
us? We're shouting out to you.
Wow. I wouldn't expect. Eddie, the memories, huh, buddy?
It comes flooding back.
I mean, Cody, do you mind one more?
Just one more. Let us have that one more time.
Yeah. I'll see if my computer will let me do it. It's on fire right now, but
I can
I'll
imagine.
let it cool down.
Can you hear us? We're shouting out to you.
And I wanted to be careful or not to step on your vocals.
Dude, same. It was just. I think that's what's so perfect about this. It just
because the way you hit you,
right.
I didn't want to step on that. I wanted to add to. I wanted to put the U on my shoulders and lift it up higher.
Right, which is,
I think that's what we did.
Oh, there's no thinking on my end, pal. I know that's what we did. I don't know. So there it is. That was the duet. Eddie, I mean, when we do top 5 duets, we purposely left that out.
Yeah, because then basically you're just doing 2 through 6.
Yeah, well, I mean, what else is there, right?
So, because that's number 1.
That's number
so.
With a bullet. I mean, I feel bad that Cody had to hear it now because I'm sure he would have radically altered his top 5 duets list had he heard that.
Probably.
Yeah.
But he's got time. He has time.
He has time. We can always do it again. We can always do it again. Wow. So I don't know. I forgot what Rambler requested that, but there you go.
There it is.
Shout out song. And, that might not be the last we've heard of it.
No.
Look, I don't want to speak for the man. He's right there, but I could see Cody just getting a hankering to hear that and just playing it at any point.
That will. He's got that power. It's at his fingertips.
He's got magic at his fingertips. I mean, sorry to be.
Well, he's got all the jingles now, so he basically has all the Infinity Stones.
Yes, he just collected.
Yeah. They're all collected. He's got the gauntlet now. He just needs to snap his fingers. He now has collected all of the jingles.
That's exactly what it feels like.
Oh, fuck. Can we talk about this real quick? Cody and I were talking about this, Eddie. Cody sent me a report saying how in Texas, it's basically the evangelicals who are the holdouts for the vaccine.
That's shocking.
They're the ones. And I told Cody these are the people. Cody had the great line. What did you say, Cody? What's their reasoning?
Oh.
They need more research?
Yeah, they need to do more research because the guy at the mega church just doesn't buy all of the scientific research, so he needs to figure it out on his own.
But they don't need to research raining frogs.
No.
They're going to buy that. They don't need to research a sea parting out of the fucking blue.
Nope.
No need to research how one dude put 2 of every animal on a boat and
and that worked.
And the gators just didn't eviscerate everything in 5 seconds.
Or another guy got killed and then got put in a cave for 3 days and then came back and then ascended up into the sky in full body.
Don't need to research any of that.
But you're worried about science. Now you're worried about science.
Now we're worried.
Walked on water. Turned water into wine.
Rained fire. The angel of death came and killed the firstborn of. But the only way to avoid the angel of death was to slaughter a lamb and mark your door with its blood.
Right. Oh, and don't forget, we all came from one man and one woman, and that woman came from a rib bone
of a dude that was made of clay.
But science.
But let's not. We're not gonna. We don't need any more research on this.
No.
But
that's solid. That's proven.
Hey, rock solid evidence behind.
Because it was written in a book by cave dwellers 2,000 years ago.
Couple of 2 Hondo ago. A couple of 20 Hondo a pack.
But science.
Oh, science.
We are at an interesting crossroads here, fellas.
Uh-oh.
Because my mouse just died.
Oh, no.
And I don't know that I have an extra cable in front of me.
Wait, so it's not a battery-operated mouse?
No.
It's just a regular mouse that's died.
It's a mouse that needs to be charged.
1996.
No, it's an iMac mouse that needs to be charged.
So we might have to wing. Eddie, do you have your harmonica with you?
I mean, I can't even see you guys right now. I'm on a different tab on my browser.
Oh. No! Well, Odie, everything looks good on this end.
So I'm
wait a minute. Does this mean this podcast is just going to go until your mouse is charged?
I mean, I can't. I need to find a cable so I can connect the mouse to something. So
okay, we will cover you. Don't you worry.
We will ramble. I don't have my harp near me. I got this from Ramble Radio.
Oh fuck!
Let me see if this will work.
Yeah, that's fine.
There we go.
Oh, I have faith.
Do you?
I think Cody will rock this. I think he's gonna rock this and roll this.
If I had my harp, we could just do it, but I don't have
it. I mean, it would be. Could it be a
now?
Special?
I found this. This is a plastic blue harp in my son's drawer.
Oh.
It doesn't have the high quality sound.
Well, you give him the shitty one because you don't want him to ruin your good stuff with this bullshit.
Yeah.
Right? Let's see.
So,
Look,
if
this
we
is
want-
insane. You guys are getting an impromptu. Eddie's warm-ups are better than anyone's actual harmonica solos. I mean, Jesus Christ. Can you believe you had to wait, Eddie? You couldn't wait until Cody was here to hear that?
Well,
You missed that.
that's his penance for having his battery
That's
die.
a good point. He's got to. We have to show some punishment. Oh, I like this. I like
listen.
this.
So we
So
could
do we
we could do the jingles live if we had to.
I think we're gonna have to. I think. We've teased it. Even if Cody fixes the mouse, do we just do this?
We might just have to.
Okay, let's wait till Cody can get some earphones on so he can hear this majesty. Oh, god damn! Wow, there's not a flaccid cock or a dry vagina anywhere near this.
Not
podcast.
anywhere near, not within shouting distance.
No,
I've never played a
no.
plastic harmonica.
This is yes, you have, Eddie. It's just beneath you. Is that why? Can we talk about that first? Why have you never played a plastic one? It's just not
I
your
only
thing?
play handmade wooden
Right.
harmonicas.
So Cody, even if it's fixed, we're gonna just because we've teased so many people. All right, you ready? You ready, Eddie? You ready?
Yeah,
Okay, you ready?
yeah.
What hat would they wear? Wow! Wow!
Okay, I'm back on the screen, but this thing needs to charge for a minute.
All right,
so-
that's fine. Eddie brought some extra heat. Don't worry, we already have the what hat would they wear, and Eddie killed it. Oh my God, we're getting more. Wow, this is
there
Eddie.
it
I don't
is.
think you should do this because you're going to motivate Cody to not charge the mouse. 'Cause he
That's
just wants to
true.
hear
I
you
don't want to
live.
tempt him to not charge the mouse.
Right, he wants to. He's just going to want to hear this live. So. The American Dream, Justin Jacobs says the Hall of Fame hat, the Yardbirds guitarist. He goes Jimmy Page more because I'm a Zeppelin mark than anything else. All right, that's fair.
Yeah.
Charles Phillips, CP, for the record, Real Big Fish had one hip and minor hit. Sell out with me tonight. Sell out. There is a one hit in their cover of Take on Me. It's their minor hit. I've gotten to see Real Big Fish 3 times. The third time as a guest of the band. And as far as the Toasters, go look up the song Two Tone Army and Don't Let the Bastards Grind You Down. Cody, I don't think you're old enough to remember the best year of all as far as music goes, 1997. All right, Cody. Cody was a wee lad in 97.
Wee lad.
Wee lad. He
Yeah.
probably wasn't rocking out to. He was on BSB and Sync back then.
I was
think.
pre-BSB probably. I
yeah.
was more listening to what my parents were, so my favorite band at that time was Journey.
There it is.
Not
And
bad.
there's nothing wrong with that. Nothing wrong with that. Nothing wrong with that. And Charles Phillips goes Jeff Beck, the only choice here. Graham and Faye, greeting from the great white north fellow Ramblers, fight the good fight. Damn you, evil commish. This is honestly one of the legit hardest hats to choose from. When you need a goddamn flow chart to track down the members of your band, this is on a whole new level. But let's face it, it has to come down to a three-ray Rochambeau between Clapton, Beck, and Page. It's a razor thin margin, much like a guitar string. So we'll give that to the hat. To old slow hand, Eric Clapton. Rather than handing his guitar to a roadie to restring it during song breaks, Clapton would do it himself. This often meant long pauses between songs, prompting audience members to break out into a slow clap. That, combined with the pun in his surname, led Gamelski to dub him Slow Hand. There we go.
You know, Eric Clapton's earlier stuff is okay, but I'm really into his latest stuff with Van Morrison. I think that's kind of like
a
his
good
best
shit.
work.
That's where he is like, fuck COVID. That's it. Fuck social distancing. Fuck wearing a mask.
Yeah.
Fuck
Watching your kid. Fuck paying attention to your children.
Fuck, leave your kid by an open window on a 40-foot skyscraper in New York. Colin Maggs. Jesus, Eddie, we just went there, didn't we?
Well, he's going to go there. We're going to go there.
We're going to go there. Exactly. Colin Maggs. Hi, Jerry, Eddie, and Cody. Hope everyone's doing okay. Decided to show solidarity with Jerry. I'd follow the same diet as him. Oh, dude, come on, Colin. You don't have to do that. That's very kind of you. I found some recipes and read up on it while enjoying pizza, followed by some good ice cream. I discovered so many interesting facts as I read, enjoying my morning coffee, but inevitably decided that wheatgrass bullshit is what you feed cows. So I'd have a burger and get it the natural way. It's nearly barbecue season. Fuck it. Sorry, brother. I'll have to support you some other way. Stay strong, buddy. I appreciate it. My submissions this week: Hall of Fame, Eric Clapton is the most talented with the better catalog of work, in my opinion, but he's a racist douchebag, so I'll go Jeff Beck. Joe Capone, Yardbird guitar, such a hard choice between the big three, Beck, Clapton, and Page. So by virtue of who's post Yardbirds music I connect with most, I'm going Jimmy Page, Zeppelin, The Firm, Coverdale, Page, all mainstays of my playlist where I can't tell you the last time I listened to Beck or Clapton outside of a movie or a commercial spot. I had to go with Jeff Beck because I enjoyed his work with the Yardbirds the most. I had to go Jeff Beck.
Okay.
Cody, did you jump in on this or did you abstain?
Yeah, I went with Jimmy Page.
Jimmy Page.
I don't.
A great one.
I have issues with Led Zeppelin just in terms of them stealing everything that they've done. Well, not everything they've done, but still they've stolen a lot.
A lot.
But I don't think any of that is the fault of Jimmy Page, who's a great guitar player. So
he is a great guitar player. And
except for he did steal Stairway to Heaven.
He did steal that. He stole that from Spirit. But the Stones had the same knock. Jagger did. Are you familiar, Eddie, before we get to your pick, familiar with the Beatles song Dig a Pony?
No.
I dig a pony. It's a Lennon tune that they did on Let It Be. Cody, do you know Dig a Pony?
I do. I do not like that song.
But you know the line, right? I'm talking about? He goes, I roll a stony. You can imitate everyone that you know. That was his little shot at Jagger for ripping people off. And Richards even admits it in his book. Like, one of my favorite Stones songs, Miss You, was just because Jagger was hanging out at Studio 54 all the time and wanted to do a disco song. And then their last, probably biggest hit was that, Has Anybody Seen My Baby? Remember that one from like 96 where Angelina Jolie's in the video? Katie Lang had to be added as a songwriter because it rips off her song Constant Craving. It's the same chord. It's hilarious. So, yeah, he has a rep like that, too. Eddie, who was your Yardbirds? Page. All right, 2 for Page, 1 for Beck over here. We all told Eric Clapton to fuck off. That's what we did. This is a big one. Ramble 280 for the Hall of Fame hat. This was inspired by the Final Four. You ready?
Okay.
What finish to a basketball game goes on the Hall of Fame hat?
Pro or college?
Doesn't matter. Because that Gonzaga UCLA was unreal. That was insane, that finish.
Better than Duke? Leitner?
I don't know. Because you have to factor in the fact that Grant Hill had to throw that fucking basketball almost the entire length of the fucking court.
He threw it into the paint, basically.
So, Cody, are you in? And look, I promise you, I'm not going to put Derek. I'm not going to include Derek Fisher's or Ray Allen's. I'm not putting either of those in.
Yeah.
I won't even put in Dirk's and one. I'm not doing it. I'm not going to do it. Because you have Avery Johnson's. That must have been amazing when he shot that one to beat the Knicks.
The Elliott one in the series before is the bigger one.
Who was it? That was against Portland.
Yeah, the Memorial Day Miracle.
Yep, the Memorial Day Miracle. That was so.
But we don't have a lot of in franchise history in these recent years. I mean, we've had big stuff like Robert Horry hit a big 3 against Detroit.
Yep.
That was a big one.
Do they have to be buzzer beaters? Like, there has to be the final shot and it goes to 0.
The finisher.
Okay. So it can't be like Reggie Miller, what Reggie Miller did to the Knicks in the Garden, where he laid it up, stole it, shot it.
Shit. I say finisher, so I'm sorry. That will count because that's how the game ended.
Yeah.
That Reggie Miller sequence was fucking insane.
Well, then I count the Tim Duncan shot before the Derek Fisher shot.
Before Derek Fisher shot, that was insane too. I mean,
there was also a great one in the playoffs where Tim Duncan hit a 3 to tie the game against Phoenix in the first round. I was at that game, and
wow,
that is the most intense moment of sports I've ever witnessed.
Was that the Stoudemire Sons? Was that Nash, Stoudemire, Marion? Was that?
No, this was the Shaq Sons.
Shaq. So post that, yeah.
Okay. Wow. That's where you forgot your first hand job, right?
At that game?
Yeah.
Yeah. If I recall correctly, I think I was 12.
12. Had to hire a whole new babysitter. Your family after that. A lot of ugly things like that.
Yeah. Big scandal. Big
scandal.
Yeah.
Big scandal. So we can do this then. You guys can. Okay, good. I'm ready. I'm excited for this. Email us, ramble@theramblepod.com. Oh, yeah, don't forget, you can follow us on Twitter at Podcast Ramble 1, on Instagram at Podcast Ramble. We do have merch. Go check us out. And if you're on iTunes, please.
I got to get Cody the files. Fuck.
Oh, that's right.
Yeah.
Please,
Get it.
if
All
you're
right,
on
I'll do
iTunes,
that. I'll
give
do
us a
that tonight.
5-star rating.
I'll do that
Subscribe
tonight.
to the Ramble. Give us a 5-star rating and a positive text review. And Eddie, there's no real rush. I mean, look, we still haven't gotten a check from Hemp Venus.
You need to write them, tell them you have cancer, and you need the money for your treatments.
Thank you. Hello. That's a good idea.
Yeah,
Use this.
Just tell them the doctor prescribed shitty flavorless gummies, and
Whoa. Hey, yikes.
Say you can't confirm it. There's no direct correlations, but you didn't get this until you tried some of their CBD product.
There it is. There it is. Bam. There it is.
I mean, come on.
So, Cody, are we ready to go? With the
yeah,
mouse?
I think I can every so often get it working here.
Or do you, Eddie? Are
Or
you ready
if you
to
want
go?
to do it live.
Let's do it live. Are you ready?
All right, hold on. All right.
Okay, tell
ready?
me when, Eddie. All right. Open, close, and an encore. Wow. Even on plastic.
Ooh, got
even
hot.
on a.
It's
Yeah, I
starting to
bet.
melt. The plastic is starting to melt a little bit.
You know, that the live version, you know, there's a lot of debate over what's better, the live or the studio
Right.
version. And
Yeah.
I don't know, man.
Cody, I have to ask you this question because you're a big music head. Do you prefer listening to Eddie's harmonica stuff on vinyl or digital? What do you prefer?
I'm a purist. I prefer
Yeah.
vinyl. I like
Vinyl.
hearing the cracks and the pops and
Right.
what's a warmer sound. And
Yeah.
yeah.
The American Dream, Dustin Jacobs. He says Deep Purple opens with Highway Star, closes with Not Fade Away, encores with Smoke on the Water. CP says you open with Smoke on the Water, you have to play it, and I hate this song. You close with Highway Star, their best song. You encore with Kentucky Woman, their Neil Diamond cover, I believe, a pretty good song. Graham and Faye say you open with Highway Star, you close with Come On, Let's Go Space Truckin', Come On. You encore with Lazy, because who doesn't want an 8 minutes long encore, am I right? And then he shows a picture of, I believe that's Ian Gillan, Deep Purple singer, and says, I don't always smell smoke, but when I do, it's on the water. Joe Capone says you open with Knocking on Your Back Door, close with King of Dreams, encore with Pleasures of Home. While their 60s, 70s stuff is the most iconic, I had to show love for the mid-80s, early 90s with my favorite tracks and Perfect Strangers and Slaves and Masters. Slaves and Masters is a highly underrated album in their catalog because of its heavy lean into mainstream pop rock sound, but Joe Lynn Turner's scorching lead vocals made it an instant favorite for me. Non-show, check out King of Dreams from the Turner Glover appearance on Rockline to promote the album. I will do that. Thank you. So I tried to run the gamut of their career with my open close encore, if that makes sense. So I have them open with Hush. Hush, I thought I heard a call in my name, now hush. I have them close with Smoke on the Water, and then they encore with Perfect Strangers.
Nice.
Eddie, what did you have, Deep Purple?
I have them opening with Perfect Strangers.
Oh, shit.
Then I have them close with Space Truckin'.
Come on.
And then they encore with Highway Star.
Who argues with that show?
Right?
Who argues with that show?
Right.
Cody, did you dive in enough Deep Purple to join in this party?
No, I was vaccinated out, so I just wanted to lay in bed,
No
so
Deep
I didn't get
Purple.
around to it.
That's fine. Next Ramble, 280. Let's go old school. The Four Tops. What are the Four Tops going to open, close, and encore with? All right. Do we go? Cody, do you want us to just keep doing this live? I'm not upset with it.
I'll leave it up to you guys. I mean, I
Eddie?
have mouse access, but if you want to keep on out, I think Eddie wants to go.
Eddie's ready. All right.
Okay.
I'm reading books and playing video games. Bring your pussy over here. I'm reading books and playing games. Wow. Wow.
It's more subtle than I think the original.
Yeah,
A little
I'm
more
trying
subtle.
some stuff. I'm trying some
Yeah.
stuff.
Wait a minute. Do you mind if I interject real quick?
Yeah.
I mean, your son's in the apartment with you, isn't he?
He's got headphones on. He's on the iPad.
Thank God.
Yeah. I texted Tracy when I was getting ready to play the first one live. I was like,
Hey,
put
he
put
can't-
the headphones on the kid.
I'm about to blow his mind with his own
Yeah.
plastic harp.
Yeah. Yeah.
Sounds he could never get out of it. You don't want Colton here.
Are you kidding me?
You don't need Jesus Christ. That you might as well take him to therapy when we're done, right?
I'm probably going to throw it away when I'm done, to be honest.
Right, you have to now.
Just remove temptation.
You have to. Joe Capone says, I finished my Metroid Prime on stream replay in 12 streams and 25 hours played, 85% completion percentage. At the end, due to some early scans I missed on board the ship at the beginning of the game. An 8-1 record in Tecmo Super Bowl Season 3. 11 play the one loss coming at the hands of, guess what, Eddie, Washington. 23-21, you guys beat Joe Capone's Giants. I rebounded by beating Kirk Cousins 35-31.
Oh,
subsequent
nice.
Fuck you, Kirk.
I like
think
all
that's
of this.
Trade. I like all this.
I like Washington winning and then Kirk Cousins losing. I like that.
How is that bad? He's 0 for 6 in Tecmo Super Bowl II defensive scoring challenge. Have you heard about where I've let? Oh, I remember that he talked about this last week. Where I've currently let my opponents hang 178 offensive points on me while only scoring 23 defensively. Yes, I suck. Twitch.tv/Caponis at least 4 times a week around 8 p.m. Eastern. Probably going to replay either Illusion of Gaia or The Wind Waker for my next game, and at some point continue in Hollow Knight. Very nice. You all can see me Twitch every night of the week except for Saturday, twitch.tv/Retro Rocha. And on Mondays, I Twitch with Cody. We play sporting games, and soon we're going to find a way to have Eddie be our Madden Summerall, Gorilla Monsoon, Bobby the Brain Heenan, Jesse the Body for those things. It's all going to come together. It's going to happen.
It's going to be beautiful.
Fuck yeah, it's going to be fucking fantastic. And so those are the games I've been playing, is the stuff I'm doing on my Twitch. So please check that out. I'm not twitching tonight, so I will be back on Thursday. I have a show the Tuesday night that we're taping this, and I have a show Wednesday night to hear this, a Zoom show. So I will not be twitching, but I'll be back Thursday. And then hopefully Cody and I, maybe Eddie, back Monday.
Maybe.
We'll see. So there we go. Oh, fuck. Cody, you playing anything right now? You reading anything right now?
Not at the moment. Yeah, I took the week. We took the week off of Twitch, so I have not fired up the old PlayStation.
The old
this
PlayStation.
Week.
It'll happen. We'll get it back. Eddie, how about you, man?
No, I've been going through some old Lego games with Cole. We were doing the Lego's Incredible game.
Oh, how was that?
It's fun. I mean, all those Lego games are pretty fun. So
they're pretty good. Yeah, they are pretty damn good. That's good. Good shit. Well, there we go. And my God, we're already there, gang. This might be a little bit of a quicker ramble. Eddie?
All right, here we go.
Do you want to do this?
Oh, you get to do the real version this time because
that's
we
right.
switched.
You ready, buddy? It's the time of the show where we rank the top 5. Wow. 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 Man. That's just
it's haunting.
I can't imagine. Your poor kid. I get it.
It's haunting.
Man. That's just Cody, you okay, buddy? Or did that hit you?
Yeah, I might need to take a minute.
Yeah.
I mean, already in your weekend vaccine state, it's probably not the best.
How is this? This isn't good to just have this playing, blaring. God, perfection. Let's just say it. To have perfection like that.
Audio
to finally
perfection.
know what perfect is. To finally know the audio version of a perfect circle. We have it. Oh, man. Top 5, the American Dream, Dustin Jacobs. This was a tough one. Top 5 pro wrestlers. He says this is without question the most difficult list I've had to put together for this show. I can't give you a top 5 without mentioning other greats who belong in the conversation. Bruno Sammartino, Andre the Giant, Hulk Hogan, Roddy Piper, Dusty Rhodes, Ric Flair, Sting, Mr. Perfect, Shawn Michaels, Triple H, Scott Hall, Kevin Nash, Mick Foley, Stone Cold Steve Austin, Brock Lesnar, John Cena, Randy Orton, Batista, CM Punk, Becky Lynch, and Roman Reigns. At one point or the other, they were all the gal in the business, for better or worse. Number 5, The Rock. To this, I don't think there's anyone as good on the microphone as The Rock was during the Attitude Era. He was a catchphrase machine, and the fans chanted along with him and have been with him ever since. That's why he's the richest actor alive today and the only pro wrestler that's been able to transcend to that A-list level in Hollywood. Number 4, Chris Jericho, man that has reinvented himself countless of times, and each time it's worked. He's a jack of all trades. He can keep up with a Rock-type performer on the mic and keep up with the Shawn Michaels-level performer in the ring. Not bad for the son of a hockey goon. Clearly he knows what he's doing, so he just made my list. Number 3, Undertaker. He is the Phenom. He held audiences in awe for 30 years, pushing 7 feet and 300-plus pounds. What he could do in the ring was unbelievable. He could walk on the top rope. He could jump over the top rope. He would bury opponents, choke slam in the caskets, and tombstone them to hell. He had supernatural abilities, and you somehow went along for the ride. The stars aligned for this character, and there was no one like him before, and plenty of watered-down imitations that don't work quite well ever since his first appearance at Survivor Series 1990. He's also had classic matches with just about everyone, not to mention the WrestleMania streak that made him a legend. And he's from Texas, cheap pop. Fuck yeah, he's from Texas. Number 2, the Macho Man, Randy Savage. There were gimmicks, and then there was this guy. He made you believe he was insane, and he had his wits about him enough to win a wrestling match and have a woman like Elizabeth. He was colorful in every way imaginable, and he never seemingly wore the same outfit more than once. Savage brought a certain amount of realism to a cartoon era, despite his larger-than-life persona. He was also the best in-ring performer of the 80s, and you could tell Ric Flair I said it. And then number 1. Bret Hart, the best there is, the best there was, the best there ever will be. Perhaps he had no charisma. Perhaps he took himself too seriously. However, in the ring, in my estimation, there was no one better. Some will argue Flair and Shawn, but Bret made those fuckers tap out. Hogan was too scared of Bret to wrestle him. Also, how many people can say they beat Goldberg and Stone Cold Steve Austin twice? Bret beat everybody from the steroid era to the Attitude Era. He stands alone atop the mountain. Not a bad list. Charles Phillips, he goes honorable mentions the Baron von Raschke, the Road Warriors, the Headbangers, the Von Erichs, even Fritz, that piece of shit who's responsible for all the suicides in the family. Roddy Piper.
Hall of Fame. Stall of Famer Fritz.
Stall of Famer Fritz Von Erich. First ballot. The first class, I mean. He was in the first class. Number 5, Doink the Clown, to be specific, ECW Doink. The way he played that character that was losing his mind and a split personality was amazing. Number 4, Ultimate Warrior of Cocaine was a person that would have been him, and his entrance was bananas. Also, he never cut a bad promo. Number 3, the Macho Man, Randy Savage, a true king of the promo and the king of the ring. Ooh, yeah, Mean Gene. And number 2, Sergeant Slaughter. He was my favorite G.I. Joe, even when he was a heel, still a favorite. Number 1, La Parka, L.A. Park, La Parka Authentica. This is the man that made me want to be a luchador. He's why I did backyard deathmatch wrestling. His mask is unforgettable. He will always be the original chairman. Graham and Faye. By the way, how the hell did I miss Styx in the Rock and Roll Hall of Fame? I totally thought they were already in. Whiskey, Tango, Foxtrot. Number 5, top 5 professional wrestlers. He goes Bret the Hitman Hart. Mini cheat, double headers. I could not choose just one. Number 4, Maurice Mad Dog Vachon and Baron the Claw von Raschke. Number 3, Chris Jericho, literally from my neighborhood here in Winnipeg. You know you made it big when you get a pizza named after you, the Jericho. It's pepperoni and beef. How about that? And number 2, Roddy Piper, also a Winnipegger, I might add. And number 1, Mean Gene, Judo Gene LaBelle. After all, the ring in one thing, but basically trailblaze would eventually call MMA teaching Bruce Lee judo. You have to give him bonus points for choking out Steven Seagal and making him shit his pants. This is for real. Look it up. A man way ahead of his time. Fun fact: if you go to one of Gene's judo seminars and you let him choke you out, you get a free T-shirt. Stay safe, Ramblers. Keep those masks on, Ramblin' Peeps. And they sends an awesome meme of Deadpool giving 2 thumbs up, saying "fuck cancer." Ramble off. Graham and Faye, Winnipeg A. Thank you all very much. Fuck yeah. Colin Mags. Eddie? Max? Top 5. Very hard for me to narrow this down. I think I could have done a top 50, so I'll just draw on the ones who've personally affected my enjoyment of pro wrestling. Number 5, Giant Haystacks. He was my introduction to wrestling long before I saw WWE. I watched UK wrestling, and his matches against Big Daddy were the Hogan versus Andre Ferraz. No, I won't let it go, Cody. He says number 4. Ray Phoenix, a new wrestler, and one who seems to defy gravity. When I watch him on AEW, where his amazing talent and his fellow wrestlers at AEW have reignited my love of pro wrestling. Number 3, The Undertaker. Number 2, Bret the Hitman Hart, the excellence of execution. I mean, technically the best wrestler ever. Number 1, Stone Cold Steve Austin, the original wrestling anti-hero. He used to make WWF a must-watch through the Attitude Era. He helped change the industry to move away from the over-the-top gimmicks that were killing wrestling. It was just great to watch, either cut promos or cause mayhem as well as wrestle. Thanks. That's me. Sorry if I'm late getting this in. No worries. Take care, everyone. Colin Mags. Joe Capone, he says number 5, Al Perez. Number 4, Ric Flair. Number 3, Tully Blanchard. Number 2, Gino Hernandez. Number 1, Bret the Hitman Hart. I'm still bitter about Hervey. I just don't know if I can carry on after such heartbreak. Fuck you, Ramblers. Except for you, Joe Santos. I don't want to grow eyes in the back of my head worrying if I'm going to get beat up by a jealous Cody. There we go. All right. Well, thank you all for your entrance. Ramble 280, we're going to keep the sports theme going. Let's do top 5 sports video games of all time. How's that sound?
Okay.
It'll be a fun one, I think.
A lot of techno in there.
So my honorable mentions is pretty much everyone that Dustin Jacobs named for his honorable mentions. So I'm going to jump into my number 5, the Macho Man, Randy Savage. Nice. Eddie, your number 5.
This should have been a top 10. It was hard to do 5.
I know.
Because I got honorable mentions of The Rock,
Yep.
Mr. Perfect, and Shawn Michaels.
Oh, yeah.
And then I would go probably my number 5, Ric Flair.
Ric Flair, a great one. Man, Cody, you're number 5.
So again, my list is very concentrated on the time that I watched
Attitude
wrestling.
Era.
Yeah. But my number 5 is a WCW guy in Sting because I watched WCW first, and he was my first favorite wrestler. So
and he was a great one. Sting was fucking great. My number 4, Shawn Michaels.
Yeah.
Eddie, you're number 4.
And of course, Jericho, just for the fact that he consistently reinvents himself.
He does, and
all
he's
the
always
time.
good.
He's never been one gimmick. He's never been one thing. He changes constantly.
That's true. And
it's always good.
Yeah, when he came to WWF, I'm like, well, where's Alphys? It's not. He was just as good. He didn't need any of the stuff he had with WCW.
And then he just constantly evolved through WWE and now in AEW. It's just crazy.
He's great. Cody, you're number 4.
I went with Mankind.
Oh, he's a great one.
Mick Foley or Mankind?
I don't like all of the Mick Foley iterations. Like, I was not a
Dude
big
Love or
Dude
Cactus
Love
Jack.
or yeah. So I went with Mankind, and again, it's solely based kind of on that Undertaker match. That's like for me at that point in time was like the best thing I had ever seen in my life.
I mean, that blew everyone's mind. I couldn't imagine being younger, like the target audience, and watching that.
Yeah.
I
saw that in my 20s, and I was like jumping up and down.
Right. Oh man, I could not imagine. Fuck, that's a great one. My number 3, I had to go The Undertaker.
Okay.
Yeah.
My number 3, I actually went Cactus Jack. Because that's the first time I'd ever seen him when he was wrestling in the old was it US what was the one in Texas?
WCCW?
Was it WCCW's where he started?
That was Yvonne Eric's.
Was he down there?
Fritz? I
think he was down back when they used to run on ESPN2.
Yes.
And then then he moved to WCW. And I saw him one night at Clash of Champions wrestling somebody, and he did this thing where he got hit with a shovel, like took it straight on the head.
Right.
He didn't put a hand up. And then he fell off the apron and went flat onto his back onto the concrete, and it just made this disgusting slap of just like dead meat hitting the floor. And I'm like, I've never seen another human being do that in a wrestling match.
God.
And from then on, I was just like, this guy's insane. He's incredible.
Yeah. So he started with the CW. Well, he did some stuff at the Universal Wrestling Federation. Then he went to the CWA, and on November 20th in '88, he left the CWA for World Class Championship Wrestling.
Okay, yeah, that's where I first saw him.
He was part of Skandar Akbar's stable.
Yes.
Stable of people. Yeah.
Yeah, he was just what was his name there? It was Cactus Jack Manson.
Yes, Cactus Jack Manson. Yes, because
and then he dropped the Manson.
Right.
Yeah, he was Cactus Jack Manson.
Cactus Jack Manson. He was part of Skandar Akbar's stable.
Yeah.
That's right. Fuck greatness. Cody, you're number 3.
My number 3 is The Rock.
The Rock, a great one. A fucking great one. My number 2, I had to go the Nature Boy, Ric Flair. Eddie, your number 2.
My number 2 is Hitman.
Oh.
Just because, like, for all the reasons that was said before, he was just so good in the ring.
And he made everyone else look amazing. Fucking. Yeah. Cody, your number 2.
Undertaker.
Oh, yes. So, I mean, fuck. So far, we can't go wrong with anyone on our list. My number 1, for me, who else could it be? But I had to go Bret the Hitman Hart.
Yeah.
For all the reasons already said.
I have a 1A and 1B. I know it's
okay.
Cheating,
Go.
But
no, it's fine.
Undertaker is up there.
Yes.
And then 1B would be Rowdy Piper.
Oh yeah.
Just because he's the greatest heel of all time.
Ever.
Better than Flair, better than anybody. He's the greatest heel of all time.
The best heel. The best. He was a heel to other heels.
Yes.
Like it was.
He would make you hate him.
Yes. Yes.
Hate him.
God, just beat this fucking guy. I would get so mad. I'm like, Hogan, you're twice his size. Just
right.
kill this fucking dude.
He was so good. So good.
Yes. Cody, your number 1.
My number 1, Stone Cold Steve Austin.
That's a great one. Look at that. What a fantastic list. Guys, we did it. Sorry. We did it.
It's done. It happened.
You can't fuck with that. Don't forget, Ramble 280. Email us, ramble@theramblepod.com. Spread the word, all that good shit. Subscribe to us. We're still stuck at 125-star ratings. Let's get those numbers up, gang. What hat would go in for the Hall of Fame for a basketball finish, pro or college? He finished to what's going in the Hall of Fame on that hat. What would the 4 tops, open, close, and encore with? And top 5 sports video games of all time. Cody, can we hit the music or no?
We can.
I want to thank you for letting us be ourselves, Cody. Play that shit. Let's do this. We're going to see you next week for another Ramble. Most likely we'll see you tomorrow for some Good Willow hunting, and Friday for Ramble. Look at this. And let's just let Eddie go. Woo!
Oh,
Wow.
wow.
Are you okay?
Yeah, I'm good.
Are your hands all right? Your hands okay?
Right. That's good. It gets so
Need some
the
ice?
plastic starts to get hot and it burns my
Of
lips.
course. Oh, your lips too. Jeez. Fuck. That is rough.
It's rough.
That's fucking rough.
It's not easy.
That's goddamn rough. Man. Woo. What an episode. We learned a lot. I think it was a blessing that mouse died.
It's act from God. Act from God.
Maybe a damned act from God.
Science be damned. Act from God.
Well, you know where to find us. We love you all. We're going to see you tomorrow for some Good Willow hunting. Until then, stay safe, everybody.